Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to see here the reverse of given array using recursion. Okay, so in this program we don't need to any loop to reverse a given array. So in our input, our array will be like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, which is on index of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, this will be 2, this will be 3, and this will be 4. Okay, and now what we need to print? We need to print array of 4 first, and then array of 3, and then array of 2, and then array of 1, then array of 0. That will be 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Okay, so this will be like reverse of array. So now we will create the raw structure of function. That will be function display reverse array of array. Here we will pass array and index as well, and now body will open here and it will close here, and now then we will call display reverse array of array and index, which will be 0 initially. Okay, now we will implement the analysis methods, which will be high level analysis. Firstly, inside high level analysis, the first one will be expectation. So what will be our expectation? So our expectation, like if we are calling display reverse array of array comma 0, then it should print what? It should print 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Okay, and the next will be assumption. So what will be our assumption? Assumptions like if we are calling display array of array comma 1, then it should print what? It should print 50, 40, 30, and 20, right? And now we will meet our expectation and assumption. Okay, so here we are calling like display reverse array of array comma 1, which will print 50, 40, 30, 20. Okay, and now we need to print 10 also. So here we will call array of what? 0. On the place of 0, here we can see that on the place of 0, the element is 10, so it will print 10. Okay, so here it will print 10. So our resultant output will be this one, and the expected structure of code will be like this. So we will now standardize this code. So this will be like the array means display reverse array, and here it will be like array. Now this is not a 0, this is the index, and it will be index plus 1. So here we will pass index plus 1. Okay, and in very next line it will be like console.log. So here what we are console.log, so it will be like array of index. Okay, this will be our logic. So now we will see this inside our low level analysis. The first one inside low level analysis, the first one will be code implementation. Okay, so this will be like function display reverse array. Here we will pass array, then index, body will open here, and now we will call display reverse array this line, and then this line also. So here it will be like array comma index plus 1. Okay, and then here we will console.log array of index. Okay, and then body of function will close, and here we will call display reverse array of array 0, because we need to print till 0th element. Okay, so now what was our array? Array of it will be like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, and the index of these elements were like 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the base value, like the base address of this array was 5k. We are expecting that this is on 5k address. So now inside our second step in low level analysis, that is base case or stack implementation. Okay, so here we will create a stack. Inside that stack, here we will pass array and then index. Okay, and then here we will call main, which will be like this line of statement. Here we will nominate it like line number 1, and this will be like line number 2. Okay, for better understanding. And now our stack will execute from bottom to top, right? So now the address of array will be 5k. Okay, and then it will call what? It will call display reverse array and pass array, and index will be 0 initially. Okay, so now the address will be same and the index will be 0. Okay, and then line number 1 will execute. Whenever line number 1 execute, then the array will pass, this will call DRA again, and it will pass array which was previously as it is, and then it will increase the value of index. So what is the value of index? That is 0, and now it will be 1. Okay, and then the base address will be 5k of array, and the index will be 1. Okay, and then line number 1 execute again, because our control is only here. It never goes on line number 2. It will go line number 2, but first it will execute all the iteration for line number 1. So here when line number 1 executes, then the array will be same. It will call again DRA, which is here, and it will pass array and index plus 1, which will be like 2. Okay, and now the address of array will be 5k, and index will increase. That will be now 2. Okay, and then again it will call line number 1. Then this process will again repeat at the same, and it will call again DRA and pass the array and increase the index. So now the index will be 3, and here the address of array will be 5k, and index will be 3, and then line number 1 again execute. Whenever line number 1 execute, it will call display reverse array of a, which is array comma index plus 1, which is 3 plus 1 will be 4. Okay, so here address will be same for array, and now now new index will be 4, and then again line number 1 executes, it will call again DRA, display reverse array, and then it will pass array and index plus 1. Now index will be like 4 plus 1, that will be 5. Okay, and base address will be 5k for array, and the dated index will be 5. Okay, so for 4 till here the control went this point of this index. Okay, whenever the index value is 5, so it goes outside of the index, so we can't access any element which is outside, like we don't have any element outside the array. So here our base case will be like this will be our base case. So here index, whenever index equals to what, it means the index will be the length of array. So here what is the length of array? The length of array is 1 2 3 4 5, so it is 5. So whenever our length of array, which is array dot length, will be equal, then it will return. So here our logic will be, breakpoint logic will be, if index equals to array dot length, then it should return. We don't need to go on line number 1 or go ahead. Okay, so now this is our base case, and then when we find out our base case, so it will now the stack will execute top to bottom. Okay, so now the control will go to here, this line of code, and this will be wipe out. So now for this line the index value is 4, so line number 2 executes and index will be 4. So what inside line number 2? Inside line number 2 array of index of 4, which is this one, so it will print 50. Okay, and there is no more line after 2, so it will control will be passed to next line, and this line will be wipe out, and again the line number 2 will execute, and the value of index is 3. So here what will it console? It will console array of 3, which is 40. Okay, so it will console 40, and there is no more line after the line number 2, so it will, the control will go here and it will be wipe out, and then again line number 2 will execute for this line of statement, and the index is 2. So here for array index of array of 2, which will be like 30, so here it will, this line will print 30. Okay, and after second line there is no more line to execute, the control will here go here and this line will wipe out, and then again line number 2 for this statement will execute, and the value of index will be 1, so array of 1 will be 20, so it will print 20. Line number 2 will print 20, and it will also check the next line for execution. So there is no more next line, the control will again go into next statement, and this will be wipe out, and again the value of index is 0. So now for a 0, array of 0, the value is 10, so here line number 2 will execute 10, so it will print 10. Okay, and again there is no more line after second line, so the control will go here and it will wipe out, and it will again wipe out. So now our stack is empty, and our expected output is this one, and our final code is this one. So now we will implement this code inside our VS Code to test our program. So now we are going to see the live example of display reverse array. Okay, so here we have an array, that the element of array will be like 10 20 30 40 50. Okay, and now we call the display reverse function, which we called here also, so in our example, and we pass a array and index. So we did the same, we pass a array and index. Here is the body of the function, and then we call the function display reverse and pass a array, and the initial index will be like 0, so the same thing which we pass here. Okay, so now we will write the body of the function. So here we will implement a condition. What will be the condition? This condition is our base case, so we will write the condition if index equals to array dot length. Okay, array dot length. If index equals to array dot length, then it should return only. So here it will be return. Okay, otherwise it will call that particular function again. Okay, and then pass a array, and the second parameter will be index, but this time it will be +1. Okay, it will be increased as we mentioned here. So in display reverse array we pass a array and index +1, so we did the same, and then we console.log. What we will console? We will console array of index. Okay, so here array of index. So we did our program, like we have complete our program. So now we will execute this. Yeah, we can see that here the array is 10 20 30 40 50. Okay, but our result is 50 40 30 20 10. This is a totally reverse of that particular array. Okay, so this is it for this video, and I will provide the link of this program in description, so you can go through the link and download the program also. And now we will meet you in next video. Till then, take care and bye.